Okay, this is day 2 of the installation of the side pipes on the Corvette. That's where I'm at with it right now so far. This is the second video. I just thought I'd bring y'all up to date on what we've got going on here. Like I said on the first video, I could not use the bracketry, mounting bracketry, I guess is how you say it, but anyway, I could not use it, the stuff they sent with it as it was, okay, because what I had to do was drill some holes into my ground effect here for the U-bolt, okay. And by the way, that's another U-bolt. They come with 3-inch. I had to go to the auto parts store and get a 2 3/4. For the mere fact that the 2 3/4 is shorter in length than the 3-inch that comes with it, okay. It's shorter from here to here, and that's what I needed because this 3-inch, when I put it on, was hitting the frame, okay. The way this ground effect is made, the frame's about right up in here, okay, and the bolt, when it would go in, would hit before I could get it tight enough, get the clamp tight enough on the pipe. So I went and got the 2 3/4, and of course it's it's a little smaller, but you can bend it, you can stretch it out enough to get it over it. And then it actually worked out pretty good because it's a snugger fit and it's not as long in there, so it tightened up really well on there. Now what I had to do is take the existing brackets that they sent with it, these brackets here, which look, let me find one. Well, got one around here somewhere. Here we go. Which looks like this, okay. I had to take it and cut it, okay, and bend it to the same shape as this ground effect is, okay, which was a bit of a challenge, but we got it, okay, because it has, like, the way it is, it's like 3 little bends in it. But anyway, I had to cut it and I rounded the edges off on both sides, drilled my hole in my fiberglass. Alright, on the back side I supported with the same type, but it's just flat washers on the back side to help brace this fiberglass, okay. Now, next problem, okay. Now that I got that problem okay, pretty good. Next problem is now I don't have the little tits that come on the original brackets. There we go. Those little holes right there on the side, I don't have those anymore because I couldn't use this. Because this, when I put it on, okay, no matter which way you moved it, the door would hit, okay, the door would hit. So I could not use that. So now I got a problem. How am I mount the heat shield when there's nothing to mount it to, okay? You got the 2 little holes on it right there. Well, those are meant to go right over those little holes that's on the original bracketry, and then you take some sheet metal screws and tighten it down. So that being said, I came up with this, and I think it's going to work fairly well. I hope so anyway. I'll let you know. I took that same bracket, that same bracket, and I cut off that little section of where that little ear sticks out at. And this is what I've come up with. Okay? And it's a little jagged right now and all that. I got to clean it all up, but I cut that section out right there, and then I cut a little groove in here, left a little lip on the edge so it will slide over the U-bolt, okay, and the little edge catches onto the bracket in the back, okay. So, and then I'm going to take my little welder and I'm going to weld it up to the bracket here and inside here, and probably around the U-bolt there. Just do the best I can welding it up to make it hold. And it's really not going to hold any weight, but it does need to be enough on there to where, you know, vibration doesn't break it off. So we're going to see. I believe that's going to work. I'm going to try it anyway and see if it holds up. If not, I'll have to figure something else out, but I will let you know at a later date on that. Once I get it all hooked up and everything and start running it and really see how it's going to come out. But I believe that's going to work. I really do. Okay, next problem I had, like I said in my first video, I'm going to have to cut into the fiberglass on the side of the car into the ground effects to get the other exhaust pipe in that hooks to the header. Okay. Well, I had problems with that. I mean, that was pretty tough, I got to tell you. But I finally got it. It isn't the prettiest in the world, but I'm going to fix that up as well. Okay. I measured from here, from here back to get a general idea where this pipe was going to fall. But what I did not take into consideration, and I will on the other side, is this bend, the radius of this bend right here. Okay? This hole was only 3 inches round when I first cut it. Okay? Put 3-inch pipe, 3-inch round, right where it fell. Okay? But the only problem is with the radius of the bend of this curve, when I put the pipe in, it did not have enough room on this back side to make that radius enough to bring the pipe into the car. It was sticking way out here, okay, at an angle, because it didn't have enough room for the radius of that bend to curve around into the car. So I had to cut more. And I had to keep trimming and trimming and trimming until I got enough room for this pipe to draw back into the body of the car. Okay, the best I could. Alright, so it's pretty straight. I mean, it doesn't look like it right here because the door is halfway open, but I measured it from here to here all the way down, and it's the same distance, so it's pretty level now, pretty good, and it's pretty solid. No, nothing going on there. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to clean up all these jagged edges right here. I'm going to clean everything up, and I'm going to take maybe some door trim and come around here to hide those edges, or maybe even some fuel hose. Come around here and just kind of dress it up a little bit. This hole's probably going to have to end up staying there because I don't know what else to do with that, just leaving it, but that's okay. It won't look too bad once I get everything cleaned up and back like I want it. Did have to on the underside. On the underside of this. Let me go in there see if I can show you. Alright, there's the pipe. Okay. Now, where I had to cut that, where I had to cut this, and I don't know, you can't really see it that well, but right in here, you can see it where it's cut out. I had to cut all of this out because it was a piece that was down lower, okay? And there was a bottom piece here where this pipe is. There's a bottom piece for the canister, okay? It supported that canister. All of that had to come out, and I had to cut this fiberglass to get room to cut the hole for that pipe to come through. So, there's Lucy, my compadre in crime here, and she's standing over me when out on the floor. She's standing over me here. Won't let me up. Lucy, you gotta move. Move, sweetie. All right, bear with me, fellas. Okay. So, did have to do a little modification there as well. Okay. But that's pretty much where I'm at with it. It's gonna look pretty good, I believe, once everything is done. Let me put the cover on it, just hold it up there, and you can get a general idea of what it's gonna look like. Okay. All right, that's gonna be, pretty much what it looks like. I think it's gonna look pretty good. Okay. Oh, one other thing. I did have to take this pipe, instead of having it where it was perfectly pointing straight out, I had to twist it down just a little bit to put an angle on it, because with it being straight out, the door would hit right here. But if you twist it just a little bit and give it a little bit of an angle, it clears that door in right there. So, and that's okay. It looks good like that too. And you'll put it at the ground a little bit, so that's okay. So that's where we're at. I'll keep the video going as close as I can to each step. So give me a holler if you got any questions or any comments or suggestions. There's Lucy. Tell them bye, Lucy. Say bye. Y'all have a good one. Later.